Even today, I can still hear the sound of ships cleaving through the waves.
A lot of visitors take the ship to that emerald in the sea, Liugong Island in Weihai City.
This island preserves memories of the war, breaking out 130 years ago, and the sea is where I sacrificed my life. You can spot me as soon as you enter the Museum of Sino-Japanese War, although I exist as a bronze statue in the museum. Before my death, I was an ordinary sailor aboard the Dingyuan warship. The vessel I once fought on has been recreated as a full-scale model. While visitors often recount our stories in front of us today, I wish to tell you my own tale. Driven by patriotism and seafaring dreams, I joined Beiyang fleet and boarded Dingyuan. The ironclad was both our home and battle companion. Aboard the ship, we sailors had meals together. We worked together, and we lived together. Train where tourists now admire sea views together. And imagined our future lives together. When news came of the rebellion in Korea, and both China and Japan dispatched troops, we steeled ourselves for sacrifice, though none anticipated how suddenly war would come. In the summer of 1894, Japan's sneaker attack ignited the First Sino-Japanese War. Within 2 months, our land forces in Korea collapsed. On September the 17th, under great pressure, we engaged in a naval battle with the Japanese Navy in the Yellow Sea, only to suffer devastating losses. 5 warships sunk and 850 casualties. After this battle, we lost control of the Yellow Sea. We were forced to retreat to the naval base on Liugong Island. The Japanese army first captured the Liujiang Peninsula and then headed straight for Shandong. In February 1895, the Japanese army occupied Weihai, and our fleet also entered its final moments. The Dingyuan warship was hit by a torpedo and continued to fight as a water battery. In a battle, I was hit by an enemy shell and lost my life in the sea. The moment the shell was about to hit me, I thought that I could no longer go home to take care of my parents. I turned my head to look at my comrade. I knew perhaps we could only meet again on the inscription of the Loyalty and Bravery Hall. Though my story ends here, the tragedy continued after my death. Liugong Island fell, the Beiyang fleet was annihilated, and China completely lost this war. China and Japan signed the Treaty of Shimonoseki, which stipulated that China ceded Taiwan Island to Japan and paid 230 million taels of silver as indemnity to Japan, and that Korea was no longer a vassal state of China, etc. What did this war bring to East Asia and the world? Looking around the exhibition hall, I read the answers from later generations, while China's national crisis deepened the movement for national salvation, and survival also reached its climax. Japan reaped a large amount of benefits and became a powerful country in Asia. Korea ended its subordination relationship with China, but was controlled by Japan. 130 years have passed. Liugong Island has turned into a scenic area with shady trees. People have built a museum, cast bronze statues of our officers and soldiers. The tides rise and fall. Seagulls soar. Ships go back and forth, and tourists flock. Everywhere is enveloped by harmony. Admiral Zheng Shicheng also gazed into the distance, which was the direction of Weihai City. The battlefield, where fierce battles once took place, is now a prosperous and happy city. The story has turned a beautiful new page, and its theme is called Peace.